Hey guys, my name is Robert Dailey and welcome to the Recreational Woodworker. Today I'm going to review the Festool clamping elements. I just bought these not too long ago and I'm really having a chance to use them today, so I figured I'd show you how they work and what I'm going to use them for. So let's get started. So, like everything from Festool, the clamping elements, they cost a lot of money for what they are. But like most things from Festool, the quality is great. They work exactly as described and you don't have to fight your tools. And I'd say that's probably the biggest advantage of Festool is one, the quality is great. Two, they're excellent quality. You'll find like in head-to-heads they're not always the most powerful, that kind of stuff, but the ease of use of their tools always comes first. And so the clamping elements are the same. In the package, you get two of these guys. These are side clamps. You get two bench dogs like this that are stopped. They have a little kind of a rubber pad here and they're flat. And then you get four of these knobs. The knobs are for securing underneath the workbench if you really want it secured. But in my brief test, I've seen that these really aren't necessary, but they do come in handy sometimes. They also thread into your standard bench dogs. These are TSO bench dogs that I bought. I'll have a review over them at some point in the future as well. So here's what I'm doing. Let me zoom in closer so we can really see what we've got going on. I am working on a stop block for my miter saw. This is going to ride in the track. It took me a while to get perfectly sized, and then I cut a dado in here, but it was really tight and there's a little bit of a bow in this. You probably can't see it on camera. This is a jointed straight edge. When I put it on here, there's a high spot in the middle, so I need to plane it, but I don't want to put clamps right here because then my hand plane is going to hit it and it's going to be in the way, which is one reason I bought these clamping elements, is it holds things out of the way. So here's what I can do now. I can just line this up with a bench dog, drop this guy in. This guy is just below 18 millimeters, so I can plane this entire thing without worrying about hitting that. I might take off the Festool if I get too aggressive with this 3/4 inch material. And then, well, if I put one here on the end, you'll see that there's a little bit of wiggle room. This is where this clamp comes in. It's very easy to adjust, so I'm actually going to put it back one hole. You slide it all the way forward till it touches, and then you just clamp it. Uh-oh, I'm picked up a little bit. I'm gonna hold some downward pressure on it. Right there, you clamp it. And now, that is very, very stout. So now, you can see, well, hold on, there it goes. I've got a little bit of bow in my board. That's not good. So, let me hold it in place with this and hold it flat. This is a problem with my piece of plywood, got a little bit warped as well. So that's no bueno. So I'm holding it down there, holding it right there, and now we've clamped it together, and now it's gonna hold really nice and sturdy. So I really only need to use two of my clamps here. You can do circles, things like that. You can squeeze boards. So now I have this high spot here that I need to take out with my hand plane. Haha, my bench is, I didn't lock the wheels on my workbench. Let me do that. So I got my workbench locked, and so now I'm just taking my hand plane. This is my old 1930s hand plane. I love this guy. And taking that high spot out. And the brilliant thing about that is I'm taking a pretty heavy shaving, which isn't the point of the video, but these aren't in my way. If I was clamping it here to hold it in place, or clamping it there to hold in place, that'd be bad. Now let's show you what it looks like with just the bench dog. So here's a bench dog right here on the end, and I can still do it, but I've got a little bit of motion in there. If I'm careful, I can do it, but I don't have the same, I guess, grip that I do the other ways. I could also come in here if I wanted to be like super duper stable. Come in here on the edge, do that. I could come here and squeeze it like that. And now I can do a double squeeze. And now that guy is really locked down. And so that is how you use the clamping elements. If you need to do it on something that where it's wanting to slip, take these guys, put them between your board, thread that on. But overall, they're very simple. There's not a lot to them, but they're just extremely useful. There might be other ones on the market that you can get. I think I've seen a few different types, but in my experience, these Festool ones work just fine. I bought them from my friend Kevin over at Texas Toolcraft. Paid for these with my own money. Nothing here is sponsored. There will be a link to his website in the description below. I hope you found this video on the Festool clamping elements useful. This is just a quick little video on how they work, what they are. I like them. Quality's good. They do what they do. They are what they are. They are a little bit pricey for what you get, but like everything from Festool, it's quality first, and you do get the quality you expect from a tool, and it just works the way it's intended. So I'm glad I got these. They're good out of the way. I use them for things like this where I need to do hand planing if I'm routing something and need clamps that are out of the way, and that's the beauty. You can get by with just these and some homemade bench dogs, but these guys get out of your way, and that's what's magical about them. So I hope I earned your subscription if you're not subscribed. If you haven't, do all the stuff, ring the bell, like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Either way, it helps the metrics, so give me something there. Ring the bell. And most importantly, I invite you to go to our private Facebook group, the Recreational Woodworker. Just search it on Facebook. We have a private group there with currently about 500-ish members of fellow woodworkers. And the whole point of that is to help each other, give advice, receive advice, and help each other build great furniture, because that's what we do. So we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.